Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today is episode 19 of our Liverpool rebuild. Last episode, we we had a bit of a, if I can get across there. So our first game, we were at Manchester United. We won 1-0. We won 8-0 against Midtjylland. We then lost 1-0 to West Ham. Beat Watford twice on the bounce in the Carabao and in the Prem. Beat Bayer Leverkusen with a last minute free kick from Harvey Elliott, and we've just beaten Chelsea 4-1. So far, everything has been coming up Millhouse, to be honest. Even my board confidence is at A minus. Feel like I'm doing an okay job. So right now, we go to the inbox. We now are on an international break, so we will move forward. We will see what happens. Everything has been really good. I can't doubt anything what's happening. Really pleased. We're top of the league. We've signed players we want. We're coasting, if I'm going to be honest with you. Hopefully it carries on. Plenty of players out on loan and performing. Just have to keep it going. Always pleased for Kudos to score. He's proved to be a very good buy so far. It's now a natural progression of just seeing who's going to need to be replaced. I will bring up the squad and I will have a look, and I'll talk you through my plans, what I have plans anyway. It is a natural progression of a football club. There's going to be some guys that we are going to move on. So we'll look at the squad. So this is where we're at right now. So Alisson, we've probably got another year or two of Alisson. Trent is where we want to keep Trent. Robertson is pushing on a little bit. We've probably got another good 3 years out of Robertson, maybe even a little bit more. Thiago, I think slowly but surely he's going to be one of the players that gets phased out. He might only have a year left after this, and that will be when his contract ends. So I've got a decision to make in the summer with Thiago, I think. Salah, I kind of feel as though with Salah he's going to be a player that I'm going to be keeping around regardless, even if he sort of doesn't get to. So if he goes under 3 stars, then it might be his time to go. Kelleher will be sold. A near on opportunity. Carvalho, I can't make my mind up, but what I like about Carvalho is he can play in the front 3 positions. Fabinho will be, in my mind, leaving the club in the near future. Henderson, 33 on there. I think he might only have a season left, max. Nunez, now I'm really pleased with Nunez's contribution. I just need to see a little bit more out of him because Kudos has got his number at the moment. Tsimikas, he will be moving on as far as I'm concerned. Virgil van Dijk is 32. Now, he, like Salah, I will keep as long as possible, but I will be looking for a young centre-back to replace him maybe in the summer, and maybe put them out on loan, and then we'll see where we are from there. Other than that, realistically, it's all about the players that are here. We just have to see how it all pans out. So far, though, so good in my opinion. Andre Santos ready for more football. He will get it, obviously. Just has to be the right games at the right time. Simicast has had a groin strain. As long as Robertson's fit, we are all okay there. Andre Santos wants squad streamlined. Okay. Prove to me why you should be first choice. He's unhappy with how it was resolved. Well, in my opinion, realistically, he should. He was really concerned when I brought in a couple of players. Concerns over being replaced. I wouldn't necessarily say you're being replaced. But if push comes to shove, you're worth £39 million. Only paid 6.5. I do know a couple of other central midfielders who I could certainly bring in if you're gonna whinge. Darwin Nunez feels pressure. You ain't gotta worry, you ain't starting, mate. Two really big games about to come out. Virgil is not fit enough. Simicast is injured. Andre Santos will find himself there. So kudos. I think it's about all I can do. In all fairness, I haven't got Silva. Is he okay? He is injured. Okay, that's fair enough. Fabinho will be my backup centre half. Let's go straight in. Let's go get it. Just checking out the Arsenal squad. Genuinely doesn't look like they got any new players there. Just looks like the squad of old as such. It's a really important game, this one. Playing one of the bigger clubs at home. And we have gone 1-0 up. Luis Diaz pulling back to Thiago. Crossed over Alexander-Arnold. Looked like an outside of the boot job. Straight into the corner. And it's 1-0 to Liverpool. We'll praise the boys. A good start. Hopefully we can keep it going. Alexander-Arnold is also one yellow card away from a suspension, I believe I saw. Can demand more out of them. So Barney's not particularly happy, and Kudos is having a bit of a mare up top. Oh, I thought I was going to get another one now. Okay. Right, we need to see a little bit out of kudos, really. My two centre halves are not rated well, but I think that's just purely because Arsenal have not threatened. They've had some shots, but nothing's really worked for him. Luis Diaz is completely knackered, and funny enough, he's just scored. So Bellingham into Diaz needs a proper good hit there. Praise him yet again. We will make some changes. Salah is knackered as well. So Schlupp will come in. We will also put on Darwin Nunez, and he will go straight up top. You are an advanced forward, Darwin. Other sub-wise, Thiago can come off for Andre Santos, just in the hope that he will stop his whinging, to be honest. We'll make them 3 subs early. And we will praise the boys. Kudos hasn't done enough for me here. Trent has had enough. See, they say replace him with Henderson, but why? When Fabinho is the man now. Say, Kudos has been awful, to be honest. Victor Roque will come on that right hand side. That's all of our subs done. Robertson and Rice are a bit tired as well. We will go to balanced. Nunez with another disallowed goal. It's a penalty, and Arsenal have missed the penalty, and that has been their only shot on target. That's a really good performance there from the boys. Nunez must be infuriated, to be honest. He's scored so many goals that have been disallowed. Looking forward, by the way, Bournemouth 0, Manchester City 0. We have a 4-point gap over 3 different clubs. It's a really, really good start to the league. Let's go back down here then. Blimey, well, where does this go by to then? Joe Gomez is 5 appearances away, which will trigger a clause 4.6 million. Lovely. That'll be nice. We'll give him a little bit back for Thiago. Allison, man of the match there. So that's a really good start to the episode. A nice win over Arsenal. Now an important game coming up, Juventus at home. And look down the bottom there, the top right. Man City away and Juventus away. So there's been some really tough games already coming out. We've played a lot of teams away from home. I know we played Tottenham away. We played Manchester United away. So it'll be Man City away as well. So I don't expect anything different from a Juventus side, just because I know they haven't got much money in the bank. Plus they're in trouble in real life. Stoke taken ill. Yeah, we really do need to win this game. It's an absolute certainty that we need to win this. So everyone is reasonably fit. I don't think I can change anything. The only thing I can change is I can pick more players on the bench. Which is obviously handy to have Calvin Ramsey there. And we will select Bajasic, and we will also put Van Dijk on the bench, although it's not really worth it. Oh, I've just made a mistake. Oh, I need to get off of that. Who are they putting? They're putting Rice at centre half. Get out. Henderson comes out. It's Konate who comes in. That is exactly how it should be. I'm just going to swap Schürrle up for Bajcetic, just purely because obviously it's moved all my players that were on the bench as well. Carvalho can be swapped for Ramsey. Stupid when you hit the wrong button. That is my side. Kudos is the man, 3.5 stars. He's certainly playing much better than what Darwin Nunez is, so big win this, if we can get it. And away we go. Fire the boys up very early doors. A win here should be enough to practically see us through. But obviously, because it's our home encounter with Juventus, it's just very important that we don't lose. I'd probably say Juventus are having the better of this at the moment. Hit target more possession. And Salah has put us 1-0 ahead. Robertson down the left cross. Thiago through to Robertson, through ball. Kudos, did he knock that onto Salah? Because I'll tell you what, if he did, no, he didn't, he missed it. I say Kudos has had a bit of a mare there by missing it, to be honest. He should have been tucking that one away himself. Looking like we're going to go into the break a goal up. Pleased. The boys are confident and some are pleased themselves. It's a good sign. I'm going to try and demand more out of them. I've demanded more on Robertson's head's dropped. Yeah, we are going to be making changes. Okay, so Alexander-Arnold will be replaced with Fabinho. Salah will make way for Darwin Nunez. kudos a little bit on that side. Of course, he's going to go to a deep line forward, which is not what we wanted. Diaz is practically done. He's at 4.5 stars now, which is great to see. So we've made 3 subs there. That's what we're going to do. Kudos is offside. And Liverpool got a second. Kudos running down. Puts it into Darwin. And I am so pleased that he's finally scored. Praise the boys. We will make 1 more sub. We will take off Declan Rice, who is on his last legs by the look of things. Andre Santos comes on nervous. You better pick yourself up, mate, because you've been giving me the big one. Thiago for Henderson's absolutely fine. Giving me the big one, saying an ISO and I said earn your place, and you got the ump. Di Maria has just scored for Juventus and given them a lifeline. That is not ideal here. So we are going to go defensive and just hope we can see this one out. I've got them to focus. We are defensive. And which sees us through with a 2-1 victory. A bit gutted to have conceded at the end there. But you know what? The 3 points is important. It's a Barney with a 6.3. A few of the boys are nervous as well. So depending on how the fixtures go, Bayer have beaten Midtjylland, so that will practically see us through. Andrew Roberts has now been booked 7 times. Another 2 million in the bank. Robertson looks like he gets the man of the match. So we've got Bournemouth in the Prem. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of a chance here, and I'm going to rest some of my players. Well, there goes one idea that I had. I was going to get Ramsey in the side. I don't think I'm going to now. Now Virgil is back very, very soon. I'm very looking forward to him coming in. Says his best role is left. I'm considering playing him on the right, I must say. Ramsey is capable. Van Dijk isn't. So, we are going to make some changes for this one. I just feel as though it is the right play. Carvalho in. So we'll rest Declan Rice and we'll give the old Winger Andre Santos a game. We will also put in Jordan Henderson over Bellingham. All of these boys are going to be on the bench, so do you know what? Carvalho is not going to start. Harvey Elliott is going to start. Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho. This still should be enough to get a result against this lot, but I think it's just smart to try and rest up. If it all goes tits up, I might have to make some early subs. It's just not worth smashing the boys out when, you know, there is no real need. they've already turned and said that we're the better side and we should be winning this one at a canter. So praising them, I've done the wrong thing. I wanted to fire them up. Fire them up. And Nunez has got himself a goal. Big ball from Andre Santos. Robertson drilled it in. Simple finish for Darwin. It's 2 in his last 2. We're pleased to see that. It's about time, to be honest, because I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith in him, and I was really happy to see Kudos taking over them and scoring some goals. Demand more from the boys. Nunez has gone and got his 50th league goal for the club. Good header after Robertson's shot was charged down. Okay, this is half decent. Robertson's having a really good game at left back. Needs Schroeder up to be doing a little bit more, to be honest. Okay, it's 2-0 at half time. It's a good start. We are pleased. Everybody's composed, calm, or confident. That's what we like to see. We're going to take Thiago off. That is for certain very, very soon. I'm going to rest him up. And now coming back into it very, very slowly. Let's make that change with Thiago. Who do we put in? We will put in Declan. We'll also take off Schroeder up. We'll put on Carvalho on the left hand side. We'll completely rest Luis Diaz if we can. Yeah, Robertson is knackered and he has played really well. The problem is I've got nobody who can play at fullback. Literally nobody. So do we put on Trent at left back? I didn't really want to, but we will. Harvey Elliott is going to run his race. We'll go Victor Roque. 2 centre-halves have nearly had enough. Got to try and fire him up. 2-0 is not a bad score. Obviously, I'd rather it be a little bit bigger as we're at home. And Bournemouth haven't been too bad in all fairness, but they've done better than some of the other teams that I've played up against. I didn't really want to play Alexander-Arnold there, but left back cover has been a little bit tough. I might have to Think about drafting a youngster at this rate. Still a 4-point lead over City. Other teams are faltering around them. West Ham were held by Leeds. Chelsea got a 1-0 win at Norwich. Manchester United struggling right down the bottom now. Things you love to see. So we got Leicester in the Carabao Cup next. Then you couldn't probably have got 3 bigger games if you tried if you're a Liverpool fan. City away, Juventus away, Everton at home. Finally got 500k because of Thiago. Shriddle up has had a wage increase, which is absolutely fine. Wow. Get them to read that. I'm disappointed to have to report that defensive midfielder Andre Santos has sustained a torn pectoral after being the victim of an accidental violent act in training today. Has somebody just absolutely smashed the living hell out of him? Wow. He was an absolute superstar for me last season. And now he just seems to be causing a little bit of trouble, shall we say. Van Dijk is back. And thank God for it as well. Okay. Bellingham second in Young Player of the Month. Luis Diaz second. I've won Manager of the Month, which is always very good to know and to see. A- still. I mean, it's pretty good. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Right, us versus Leicester. I'm still going to be keeping a few players rested up. Now, I'm going to put in Virgil just to get his fitness up. Andre Santos will come out. I need to get off that screen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in Jordan Henderson now. And ahead of them there will be Jude Bellingham. I will keep this the same up top. Konate can come in. It's a bit of a risk, but we're not too worried about the Carabao Cup. It's just more about getting the right players playing. Because I want my best sides ready for the next 2 games. Nunez has scored 11 in 14. You would never have believed it from how he was performing at points. Yeah, I need to throw out my best 2 sides for Juventus away and Manchester City. I mean, like, Man City game is the one for me where I need to go completely full strength. I still don't really know 100% exactly what my strongest side is. And unfortunately, we got 1-0 down here. It's got James Maddison good one too with Tielemans there. Becker got his body on it, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Now we've got to show some character here. Robertson is now booked and will now miss the Manchester City game. What a nightmare. Who do I play at left back? I might have to look at a youngster, which I didn't really want to do. Not ideal. Harvey Elliott has equalised for us. Darwin through to Schroeder, ball over the top. Elliott, oh, it's exquisite. Absolute superb finish. We are having the better of it, but we're not hitting the target as often as what I would like. Need to do a little bit better here. Disappointed is correct. Fabinho looking complacent. Thiago has taken a knock. Oh, I hope it's not nothing serious. Yeah, we'll put on Declan. Didn't really want that situation, but okay, I didn't see what happened. Bellingham's ball over to Schroeder. He's played it in. Was Nunes offside there? No, it is a goal. We are 2-1 ahead now. Darwin scores again. We'll fire the boys out. We're also going to be making a couple of subs, I believe. Schroeder has been fantastic. So we will replace Harvey Elliott. We will put on Fabio Carvalho. We're going to run Robertson out, I think. Okay, I'm going to swap Bellingham for Kudos. And then I will play that formation there. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to play probably Alexander-Arnold at left back. Maybe even Fabinho, I don't know yet. Could be really, really costly against City playing a player way out of position. I might have to look at youth on the bench as well. So it's looking like 2-1. And that is how it finishes, and we're getting to the next round. Went behind. Fabinho, negative reaction. And yet he's complacent. It's pretty poor, to be honest. Man City played in the league and they've beaten Leeds 5-1. So it is City in the league next, away from home. It's a big, big, big game. Schürrle has been fantastic in there. Oh, look at that. Robertson will only be missing for the Carabao Cup. So Robertson is available for City. Okay. Look at that side that they're they're predicting they're going to play. They ain't playing that side against me. Ain't no way. Yeah, we will just skip the draw. Continue. West Ham United. They got Newcastle, Tottenham, Fulham, Manchester United, Brighton and Brentford. Could be quite winnable, that competition, depending on how that works. Okay, we've received just under £7 million for TV rights. Van Dijk is limited 75 minutes. Okay, big game. I will most definitely take a draw now. Shrivel up for Diaz. I've rested all of these boys ready for this game. Nunez will start because he's actually been really good. I'm actually going to take out Zabani because he's a little bit tired. And we will put in Konate. Also Alexander-Arnold, who I very just nearly forgot. It looks pretty decent. I'm just going to look to see who I'm leaving out and not playing at all. So it's just Ben Doak, Ramsey and Bajasic. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Let's go straight into it. Robertson back up at 4 stars. It's looking really good. It's only Konate and Nunez on 3 stars. It's good. Very important game of the season. I'm pretty sure we haven't beaten City on this save, to be honest. So I'd very much love that to change right now. Although I will say now, give me a 0-0 draw. I'll be more than happy. I can't ever see a 0-0 draw happening between Manchester City and Liverpool, if I'm going to be completely honest. Mo Salah has just scored. Declan Rice plays it out to Salah. Cuts inside of Ake. Blasts it into the far corner and gives us a 1-0 advantage. We will praise the boys. Really good start. Possession, it's all City. Okay, it's been a really good start from the boys. Hopefully they can keep it going. Manchester City have scored. Mahrez crosses a ball. Oh, it's Phil Foden. Loves a goal against Liverpool. There's Phil Foden. I'm going to demand some more out of us. Thiago has taken a knock. We are going to replace him with Henderson. I think that's the correct sub, just purely because I think Alexander-Arnold is one that will get knackered pretty quickly. Right, I'm going to say that I'm pleased because they have been playing quite well. They've all got a positive reaction there, which is quite handy. My biggest worry is obviously Virgil may need to come off as well. So I'm not going to make any subs out of nothing, although I think Sturdle has been fantastic for me, so I think I'm going to put him on for Luis Diaz. I think Robertson's just about to get booked as well, which will see him suspended. Shirley is going to come on. I'm also going to put Kudos on up top. So I've made 3 subs, so I've got 2 more subs. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? There's a penalty. What's quite happened here then? I want Salah to take the penalty. Oh, it's all gone all a bit funny. Salah has scored, but I have just also put Harvey Elliott at left back by the look of things because my screen went a little bit funny. And unfortunately, I can't make any more subs. I put on Kudos, Schürrle, Henderson and Elliott. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm just going to have to hope. I'm going to have to go to balance for 15 minutes. I mean, they're pushing forward. So I've really got to hope that we can hang on here. And go very defensive for the last few minutes and just hope that we're going to get lucky here. And we have finally beaten Manchester City. How I've got away with that with Harvey Elliott at wing back. Salah scores 2. Really, I'm delighted. Absolutely delighted because when you look at this league table, and I believe City will be our main challengers, we have 4 points on them with a game in hand. All teams they're all bunching up. Look, I mean, like you look between 2nd and 9th, 7 points. It is bunching up, and when you've got teams like Norwich who are beating Manchester United, it's unbelievable, really. So much is going on. Thiago's injured for a couple of days, which isn't too bad. It's a massive result. Salah got the job done there. Atta boy. Robertson will miss the Merseyside day at Derby. So my main aspect now is when will Simicast be back? One to 4 days. I think he's going to be okay for that, you know. So we'll play Robertson against Juventus. We will allow him to run himself into the ground. Konate is injured now. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. Injuries galore happening right now. Yeah, we're not going to be spending that much on Osimhen. So for me here, so our goal difference is superior. So even if we do lose, we should still be more than okay. Konate comes out for Zabani. Konate comes out completely. We put in Ben Doak. I've just also seen that Andre Santos is sub 11. That will now go. We will put Simicast there. He's not going to be taking it apart in any way, shape or form anyway. Right, it's come out to go back in. I think the only change I'm going to make to my starting lineup is Thiago is going to come out. We'll play Fabinho in now. I think that's about the best thing I can do. Let's go in. Let's go get it. Let's try. I mean, a draw here is a cracking result. To be honest, I'll be more than happy with a draw here. We get anything better than that, even better. And away we go. I say, even if we lose, it's not going to be mega trouble, but I would most certainly prefer we didn't lose. Darwin has put us 1-0 ahead. Big tackle there from Salah. Diaz puts it through, and Diaz with a very nice finish. Darwin, sorry. It was Diaz's ball. And Salah has just doubled our lead. It's a Van Dijk assist. It's a rare one. Lovely finish. And this is seeing us sail through this group. I was a bit worried about this group. I mean, I thought it was actually tougher than the group we were in last season. And we had an absolute nightmare, to be completely honest. It was a European nightmare, so maybe we can, well, based upon the odds, we are expected. Robertson's now. I'm going to have a word with him, I think, because he's getting booked every game. So he's been suspended for the Carabao, he's been suspended for the Premier League, and he's now suspended in the Champions League. Salah is offside for that one, unfortunately. So front three are all playing really, really well here. Bellingham not having the best of games. Nunez has scored again. Juventus are getting terrorised. Salah through to Nunez. Very good finish. This is second of the game. Delighted with the boys, let's be completely honest here. They've been really, really good. And I think it's going to be time to be sensible, to be taking players off, because there is no need. We will leave Nunez on. So we'll put Kudos out on the right. Schürrle will replace Diaz on the left. Bellingham will come off for Jordan Henderson. And we'll confirm that for the moment. We're allowed 2 more subs. We'll leave Darwin on just in case he fancies getting a hat-trick. Yeah, we'll put on Kelvin Ramsey for Trent, that's fine. And the other sub I'm going to make is going to be Declan Rice, who will make way for... It's going to be Bajcetic. I might as well make the subs, keep them. So we got a fourth. Fabinho, Robertson, Henderson. Oh, absolute thunderbolt. 4-0 away to Juventus. is a quality result. It is a quality result. We are really happy with this. So my only gripe so far has been Andrew Robertson's yellow cards. Been pretty relentless with it, to be honest. So we have one there. I mean, we're not officially through, but we might as well be. We're going to leave it between Juventus and Bayer Leverkusen to decide who's going to go through there. It's anyone's ball game there, to be honest. But for us, we are flying. Has he outgrown Dortmund? At the end of the day, we put him out on loan to make some money on him, but to keep him going because Nunez and we have qualified now already. That's fine by me. £1.1 million per player. So now we've got the Merseyside derby coming up. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing that in this episode because it is going to be concluding this episode. Robertson will now miss the Champions League against Leverkusen in 20 days. That is fine. Simicast should be back by then. And speaking of which, Simicast will be back ready for the next game. We will just forward that on. So that concludes this episode, and if you want my opinion for this episode, we will go home, we will check out the fixtures. So basically from Arsenal, we've won 2-0 against Arsenal, 2-1 against Juventus, 2-0 against Bournemouth, 2-1 against Leicester, 2-1 against Manchester City, 4-0 against Juventus. That for me has been a real quality episode. We have smashed it there, and to be honest, I'd like to see much more of the same. We've got some interesting games coming up towards Christmas, so please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the bells on for notifications, and as many YouTubers say, and all that good stuff. So let's keep it going. The rebuild is going brilliant. I'm more than pleased. Join us next time, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.